In early June, Stafford received a very special visitor, Edie Littlefield Sunby, the mission walker, who, of course, walked here.
I started to walk when I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and given just a few months to live. The cancer was so widespread, it was in 8 different organs. My only option was systemic chemo. Well, the only way I could live was to have chemo. It could actually end up killing me. I wanted the chemo to kill cancer without the chemo killing me. And so I started to walk with all the chemo infusions. I had 79 infusions of chemo, almost 1 million milligrams, to get the cancer under control. I also had surgeries. I lost 60% of my liver. I lost part of my colon, part of my stomach. I lost my right lung over the course of 5.5 years. I've even lost part of my throat because metastatic cancer always comes back. You see, when you're dying of cancer, hope keeps us alive. Also, walking kept me alive. I was able to walk. I didn't feel as sick. In fact, if I can move, I'm not sick. But also, if I could move, I wasn't as afraid. So I started to walk. And after a chemo infusion, I would drink lots of water, and I'd get out in the canyons of San Diego where I live, and I'd walk, and I'd sweat out the chemo. I'd feel the chemo come in, kill the cancer, and then purge it from my body so it didn't kill me. That went on for 6 years. So 5 months after Stanford took out my right lung, I started to walk from Mission San Diego on the old California Mission Trail to 21 Franciscan missions. I walked 55 days, on average 15 miles a day. Once I started walking, I couldn't stop. And after 55 days, I reached Sonoma, California, 800 miles. And the interesting thing is, the miracle is, I had almost normal lung capacity with only one lung. I wrote the book, The Mission Walker, and I've been so blessed to get to speak to people and groups, healthcare organizations and groups all over the country, all over the world, about the amazing healing power of the body and walking. Walking being as close to a miracle drug as we have. So when coronavirus hit, coronavirus stopped a lot of us from walking. It led to a lot of isolation. Personally, I felt my lung capacity start to diminish. Even though I'd get out and I'd walk, there was something about the coronavirus, the pandemic, it was something about the fear that took all of our breath away. I knew in order to restore my breath, I had to get out and do another walk. Lucky for me, the old Spanish trail, the old auto road of the 1920s, one of the first coast-to-coast roadways in all of America, goes from San Diego to St. Augustine, Florida. We know the Fountain of Youth is in Florida, and that's what walking is to me, is the Fountain of Youth.
And citizens to welcome her to the city of Stafford. Welcome.
Amazing. Wow. See, it's a 2,817-mile trail from San Diego to St. Augustine. And all along the way are beautiful, beautiful people. This walk is about connecting with community, connecting with God, connecting with community, connecting with people, walking with people, hearing the stories, sharing the stories of the communities and the people. Thank you so very much, Stafford. This has been truly the most beautiful welcoming reception I have ever received on any walk, any place in the world. Thank you so very much.
For Stafford Weekly News, this is Randall Williams.